Hey, I'm Alex Blake, pastor of Freedom Church in Dallas, Texas. You know, one of the greatest invitations that we were ever given is to be invited into the sufferings of others. Because in the sufferings of others, we find Jesus there. Matter of fact, Paul said that I may know him in the fellowship of his suffering, but also in the power of his resurrection. We find Jesus in ways that we would never experience him without suffering. And so when we are there walking with people, doing life with people, serving the most vulnerable, we see Jesus there. And I love that because that's really what James 1:27 is really all about. It's really about the church coming alive to be invited to the sufferings of others so that we can look more like Jesus. So let me tell you this as a pastor. What I desire more than anything else is that the people that I love and I serve with, that we would look like Jesus. And we do that when we serve the most vulnerable. You know, our church is nestled really right outside of South Dallas. And to be honest with you, when I look outside those doors and I drive up and down the streets, at times I'm overwhelmed by the need. And maybe that's you. You're looking around your community, you say, Lord, where do I even start? The need is so great. And your heart is breaking for the plight of vulnerable kids and families. You say, Lord, where do I even begin? And that's a great question because your heart's already in the right place. And I would just say start with what you have in your hands. The amazing thing that's happened in our church, we had a wonderful grandmother. She's raising her 9-year-old granddaughter. Each day is a battle. Each day is a fight. She came to our church just broken, lost, and desperate for change. And when she knocked on our door, she literally was living in a trailer that was about to be condemned. And we began to pray, Lord, what would you have us to do? And the Lord blessed us to be able to get this grandmother a new home for her and for her granddaughter so she would not be removed, her granddaughter not be removed from her home and go into foster care. The same grandmother has become a part of our church, and she's serving faithfully every time that we do feeding ministry. She's there on the front lines serving. Every time we get ready to do a God's closet and give out clothes, she's there and she's serving. Every time we get ready to serve our community and kids that are in foster care through our harvest houses, she's there, she's serving. And I began to ask myself, what has gotten into this woman? And I asked her one day, why are you so passionate about serving? She says, the way that Christ has loved on me, I want to be able to love on others that same way. And I tell you, for me, my heart just exploded. You know, I felt as if, man, we finally understand what it means to have real pure religion. Because when the music stops and the band goes home, the life that we live from God, it's pure religion. Just take the very first step by looking around you. And so, Lord, give me eyes to see. Give me a heart to believe. And help me to walk with wisdom in ways I never have before. And when you do that, God's going to begin to show you kids and families in your own community, opportunities right in your own backyard. You won't have to go very far. So let me tell you this, no matter what community you're in, there's a hurting child that needs you to be the church. This is the truth for us. That it's not so much about us impacting our community, and we thank God for that, but our community and serving them has changed us. It's changed our church. It's changed the way that we think. It's changed the way that we worship. It's changed the way that we live from the inside out. That's pure religion.